places. Welcome to Macy's Lenox Square. I hope you're hungry. I hope you're ready to learn. We actually have 5 recipes for you. 3 that he's going to demo, 1 drink that you already have, and a dessert that you're going to get on the way out. Yes. Let me start by saying that I have the pleasure of introducing a very special guest. Darius is a renowned recipe creator, food blogger, author, and the owner of Greens and Gravy. Clearly popular. Okay. Oh, which reminds me, did everybody fill out the ballot? No. Because at the end of the demo, we're pulling for 1 winner who's going to win a $100 gift certificate to Greens and Gravy. So if you haven't done it yet, you need to do it before the end of the demo. Also, if you want to meet Darius afterwards, we're doing a book signing. We need you to make a $35 purchase anywhere in home. That'll give you the book, chance to meet him, take a photo with him, and he'll sign the book for you. Sound good? Okay. Book signing is going to happen right here. We're going to pull up a table 10 minutes after the demo is done, so you can go shop. Feel free to spend your money. You can go shop for 10 minutes. You'll come back, and he'll be set and ready to go for you. Sound good? Yeah. All right, then. We're going to get this started. Darius, why don't you come on out?
Can y'all hear me? Yes. Everybody can hear me good? Yes. Hey, y'all. Yes. What's going on? All right, so do you have a drink? Yes? Yes. They supposed to put the good stuff in there, but you know, we couldn't, so you have to imagine the good stuff. Everybody local? Everybody Atlanta? Atlanta here? Yeah. Any D-Hive in the building? Yes. There you go. That's what I want to see. Y'all like, what's going on? They're my people, okay? All right, so the lemon colada martini is the first one that you guys have, but just imagine that you had some Ciroc and some limoncello going on in there, okay? Actually, all the recipes have a little bit of flair to them. They all got liquor. Yeah. I'm not sure why. You know, when we were going over, I was like, oh, okay. Life is hard enough, so a little sip will do you, okay? All right, and the more you drink, the better the food tastes. All right, so we're going to kick it off and get started with the spinach salad with the candy bacon and a white Hennessy balsamic vinaigrette, okay? So here go all my ingredients. All right, we got some spinach. And make sure when you get this, use the baby spinach, right? Because the leaves are a lot more tender. And the only thing I'm not going to do is I am not going to make the candied bacon, right, live, because you can do that. It says bacon, brown sugar, a little bit of black pepper. And if you want a little spicy stuff, I like to put like red pepper flakes right on top. Put it in the oven till it's done, and then you're good to go. All right? Candied bacon, okay? It's good on everything, including shoe leather, okay? So we're going to make, I feel like I'm on Facebook. We're gonna make the vinaigrette. Do y'all watch me on Facebook? Y'all watch me on Facebook? Okay. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start with some garlic. I need like a little spoon or something. Let me see what we got. No, I got a little something. I don't know what to say. We're gonna use this. Okay, fresh garlic. Okay, always. Please use the fresh stuff. None of that stuff in a jar. I don't really fool around with that too much. Okay? All right, and then, oh, right here in my face. Thank you. Okay, and then the thing about vinaigrette is that oil and water don't mix. So you need something to make it, they call it emulsify. Emulsify. So usually an egg yolk does that, right? Like a raw egg yolk. I'm not really into the egg yolk situation. Okay, so mustard does it. Whole grain, Dijon, okay? The fancies, the Grey Poupon fancy stuff, okay? So into a food processor or blender, the garlic and the mustard, okay? Then we're gonna put some more good stuff in there. I like to balance it out a little bit by adding a little sugar, okay? I know when I cook online on Facebook, people go crazy. Oh my God, all that sugar. You gotta balance it out a little bit, okay? All right, the little sugar helps you. All right, a little salt and pepper. Okay, here's the fresh stuff. We got some salt, a little salt going on. Make sure you season your food. Tastes good. Yes. You put the pepper in here. There's no such thing as pepper police, okay? Nobody gonna arrest you. They cook online, they say, oh, that's more than a pinch. Well, you want to taste it, right? So, all right. So a little salt and pepper, kosher salt, pink Himalayan sea salt, all that works. Okay, so a little bit of that. The good stuff, okay? White Hennessy. So if you go to the island, okay? If you go to the island, I just came back from Mexico, you can grab white Hennessy. If you don't have the white Hennessy, regular Hennessy work, Hennessy Black, you can use that too. But the white Hennessy just does something. It gives it a little bite that I kind of like with the dish, okay? So that goes in. I think that's it, right? So let's blend this together. Let's see. This is fancy. This is a KitchenAid. They got them on sale in aisle 4. Okay, so we're gonna pulverize that together. Oh, this stops on its own. Okay, now we're gonna remove this lid. That's what it's here for, so you can remove it, right? And then we're gonna stream in, but hold on, I'm gonna make it go first. Okay, and then we're gonna stream in the olive oil until it thickens up, all right? It's a labor of love. But I like doing this. This way you guys know what's in your dressing, right? No preservatives, no additives. All the good stuff is in here. And you'll sort of hear when the mixer like starts working good, that you know we're ready to go. This is a slow streaming oil. Okay, be careful. Okay, it'll get you. All right, that looks good to me. All right, so got a little mess, but I mean we really cooking around here. Okay, all right, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna taste this. We're gonna roll with. Okay, so we're gonna taste it a little bit. Okay, we're gonna taste it a little bit. Make sure it's got the right amount of salt and pepper. I typically like to add a little more salt. You know, you gotta taste it. See. Oh no, that's good. Oh, that's good. We don't need nothing with that. Okay, I don't know how to get this lid off, but we're not gonna worry about that. Okay, now we're gonna assemble the salad. It's really simple, very simple ingredients, right? So, what I'll tell you, baby spinach, right? I like a little bit of thinly sliced red onion, okay? I just think it makes a salad just really pop. Yeah. When you serve this, you're fancy. Pomegranate arrows, okay? A-R-I-L-S, pomegranate arrows. You are fancy with that, okay? Orange, okay? Please do not make this salad without having the orange. You can do a supreme of orange, which is when you cut the slices, or just go to the dole section and get the mandarin oranges, okay? Saves you all the time in the world, okay? So fresh orange in there. Okay, listen. This is my friend feta cheese, okay? I love it salty. It goes great with the sweetness of the pomegranate. Please, you gotta use the feta cheese. And they even have like the herb feta and all that. Play around, go crazy, okay? It's a little stuck, hold on. There we go. Okay, listen. All the candy bacon, okay? All the candy. How bad could this be, right? Hennessy, candy bacon. This is the epitome of a hood salad. Okay, so we're gonna toss. I think you guys can see on the thing there, on the camera. Okay, we're gonna toss together. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little toss first. Now, I don't know how to I'm supposed to get this off. but I'm from the west side of Chicago. You're not gonna get me. Okay, we give that a toss. And then again, just, taste, one or two of the pieces of spinach. Make sure the dressing is enough. Again, if it's not salty enough, you gotta add the salt. But I think we should be pushing wrong. Oh, we are. That's delicious. Okay, so then we get, man, that's good. Okay, we get a little piece of salad. Okay, we're gonna make this look real pretty, like my Instagram photos. Y'all follow me on Instagram? Yeah. Thank you for following me on Instagram. Okay. And you serve this, they're gonna be like, what is this? How you made this? And some of y'all be cooking my stuff and don't be giving me credit either. I see you. Somebody said, I got a proposal off your stuff. Proposal for what? I want my credit. Okay? Okay, we do a little more pomegranate right on top. Okay, and then let's finish with a little sprinkle, black pepper, and then there you have it, okay? So a little spinach salad with the white Hennessy balsamic vinaigrette situation happening. Ready to go, okay? So there's your first recipe complete, and they have samples. I hope it tastes like this one, but they got samples. If not, y'all come get some of this, okay? Okay. Okay. They're passing it out. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all need some more dressing, I could toss this blender to you. All I can do, I don't know how to get it on. Okay? You got that thing going with Gorilla Glue. Okay, let's see here. Let's get this heated. This is real fancy. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'm waiting for you to get your samples. What y'all think? Salad's okay? Y'all need some more? Y'all don't know yet? No. Hey, let's come, man.
Let me go get a fork. I need you to just take one.
I'm not. Just pass it to them. I'm not getting any.
I need to hold on to it though.
Oh, okay.
Do you want one?
Now we're gonna let us come back in. This is Inga, everybody. I don't have no fork. You want a spoon? That's about all I can give you. I don't have no fork. Okay.
I'm gonna give you that one. Appreciate you.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Oh yeah, on top. Nice.
Yeah, if you want to pass one down. And then take that one. Yeah, I have to go get that.
What y'all think? It's good?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That Hennessy. Hennessy and a salad dressing.
Good.
And you can do that for like Thanksgiving.
I said that, didn't I? Say
You can
thank
do
you.
that for any holiday.
I'll give it, yeah.
Y'all good with the salad? Is it good? It's the let me tell you, it's all the combinations of the flavors together, especially with the candy bacon. And you gotta be careful with that bacon. Please make sure you use the pork bacon, okay? If you Muslim or something, God bless you, but you gotta use the pork bacon is it. It's like the bacon fat, it all like just comes together. And it's really, really good. So I would always go with the pork bacon. I'm not really a fan of turkey bacon. I think turkey should be with dressing and macaroni and cheese. I'm not sure turkey should be baked.
You have to cook a whole pack to get some real taste.
Do you?
In my opinion.
I don't have one recipe using turkey bacon.
Thank you.
Not one. Okay? Not good? It's okay. This is solid. And with the feta cheese and the saltiness and the sweet. And the orange is good in there too, because it bursts like it's a pop of sweetness. Okay, so I love it. You like it? Thank you. I'm so glad you're enjoying that. It's gone. Okay, you came with an appetite. Yeah. Yours gone too? You have a question? Yes, ma'am. Tell you how I got started? Yeah, I can do that. So a lot of people have been following me for a long time, but for those who haven't, have no idea who I am. I think back in like 2012, I had to make a decision just on which way my life was gonna go. And I'm a Capricorn, so I'm one of those guys that, you know, you sort of make a decision and go with it. And in 2012, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cook. That's it. I'm gonna go full on. I'm just gonna cook and we'll figure out where it's gonna go. I had no idea where I would end up, but I at least knew where I wanted to start. And so I came up with this idea for Darius Cooks back in 2012 and just started building the brand. Like I just started creating recipes, and I figured if I was gonna be a food blogger, I gotta create recipes that nobody else is creating, which is why I think there's such success with the brand, is because I'm trying to do things that nobody else is really doing. And people loved it. People started gravitating toward it. It just got to a point where more people started following and the brand just got bigger. I decided to write a cookbook in 2015, which was a pivotal year for me. And in 2015, I actually quit my job, a six-figure, good-paying corporate job in New York City to do this full time. I had an idea. I was like, you know what? I wonder if I did a dinner party, would anybody come? That was the first thing. I was like, if people come. So I put tickets on sale. The first 25 seats, no lie, sold out in 2 minutes when I put tickets on sale. So then people were like, you know, at this time, Facebook algorithms were good. Right now they're a mess. But people were like, I didn't see it, I was at work. So you have to add another date. So I added another date, and those sold out in 5 minutes, right? And I added a third date, all in New York City, those sold out in like 2 hours. So literally in 2 hours and 7 minutes, I had made about $7,500. So I was like, oh, okay. You know, when we get an idea and it makes sense, oh, okay. So I did the math, and I figured out how much money I needed to live and how much money I wanted, and then before you know it, the rest is history. So now I run a seven-figure food media sort of like empire, which includes blogging and recipe development and food reviews, and I've got a restaurant situation happening, so cookbooks are popping off, Facebook groups, the whole deal. And I don't do it by myself. I got 3 employees here with me that are amazing. So Marin is here, she's my social media manager. So if you see people, if you see somebody posting stuff typically online, that's Marin, who works for me full time, who I haven't seen in 2 months in real life. Christy, who is like an all-around, she manages greens and gravy for me, but she's also my director of operations. We've been friends for
18 years.
18 years. Wow. And she's still around. Okay, so she works for me. She moved from Chicago to actually work for me. And then Joel is here. So all those videos you guys see on YouTube, the amazing work, that's all him right there. He's not available for you to take, okay? Just FYI. So that's how I got started. Y'all good with that? Anybody got questions on any of that? Y'all good? Okay, good. If you do, just let me know, and I'll hit you up with a question. Okay, jerk chicken fajitas. All right, I'm a fan of jerk almost anything. As a matter of fact, there's a video dropping next week with a jerk salmon recipe. I know. Okay. So with the jerk chicken fajitas, the deal is you can make your own jerk seasoning from scratch. You could, right? But there are fantastic store-bought shortcuts that are out there, and Walker's Wood happens to be a very popular brand. The people love it, right? And even Jamaicans are like, yo, give me that. They love it. No lie, okay? So I like to use a good store-bought situation, and we'll be good to go, okay? So this is chicken. You can use chicken breast or chicken thigh. Get the boneless, skinless situation, okay? And you could do this a day or two in advance. If you've got the food saver situation, I just got one. It's amazing, okay? I don't know if they got one out for it, but the food saver is amazing. You could marinate it, put it in the food saver, put it in the fridge or the freezer, take it out, pop it in the oil, you're good to go. Okay, already marinated, all right? So that's all this is that, okay? So I'm gonna open this up. And I've added some oil to the bottom of the pan. I'm gonna throw in some of these onions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we cooking, Doc?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, some onions. All right, let me get a little piece of something that's started, a tongue or something. I don't see one, so we're gonna use this. Just give me what you got. Okay, we're gonna make sure we put enough oil. I cook online, I cook on Facebook all the time. They say, oh my God, you have so much oil. That's why your food stink, because you don't have enough. This is stuff. Okay, and this is gonna start getting nice and fragrant. Now, to the oil and the onion, I'm gonna add pineapple. Okay, I know. So this is fresh pineapple that's been diced. You can use the canned stuff, but if the fresh is available, go for it, okay? And we're just gonna saute this.
Okay.
Just throw a little pinch of salt now.
Okay, yeah, you gotta take it over. Okay, you know. Okay, look at that thing.
A little pinch. You want to be able to taste it, right? Yeah, taste it. So we do a little pinch of salt, little piece of pepper, and let this go. This smells like insanely good with the onion.
Yeah.
What you say? Oh, yeah, you can see it. Okay, good. Okay, now, while this is working out, so chicken's marinating, okay, on the side. Also, just a little tip. Never cook cold chicken, okay? Don't take the chicken straight from the fridge into the pan. It cooks unevenly. Even the FDA says you can leave it out for up to 4 hours, okay? So I like to let mine sit at room temperature so it can come down, so I'm not putting that sort of cold protein in this hot pan, okay? Let that hang out. You can do that, it's okay.
Okay.
They do it at your favorite restaurant.
Okay.
That you still eating now? They do it at Greens and Green. Okay. So tropical fruit salsa, because you got to have something that's going to go on top of this whole situation, okay? So we're going to add in diced, So diced pineapple is going to go in here, okay? And if you get some of the pineapples used in here, who cares, okay? So that's diced pineapple and diced mango. And with most of the recipes that I do, let your imagination run wild, okay? If you want to add like papaya to this, or green apple, or yeah, just go for it, okay? This is just like a starting point, okay? So this is diced, okay? We've got a little bit of onion, okay? So diced onion is gonna go in here. They dice this good. All right, we gotta put some more salt. Listen, it's not gonna make it stop. Why are you laughing? You're supposed to be on my side. Don't it smell good?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not laughing. Okay, so you put the salt in here. Okay, and we're gonna put some pepper. Okay, all right, I've got some fresh cilantro. Because that's the only way to go. I know there are people who go, oh, I can't have this cilantro, it tastes like soap. Sorry. Yeah, it's like a DNA thing where it tastes like soap to some people. Hey, it just does, okay? Okay, we're gonna add in the juice of some lime right in here. And this isn't on the recipe, but put your little oil in here, right? For the mouthfeel, okay? You like a little slick mouthfeel? Put your little oil where ain't nobody looking, okay? Okay. And we're gonna give that a stir. And that's pretty much it, okay? We'll let that hang out, let that marinate, and then we'll use that as the garnish on top, okay? All right, onion and pineapple are doing good. Okay, I'm gonna add in le chicken that has been marinated, if you're from Baltimore, okay? So high heat, you know, we finna cook. You know, tell the kids get out the way. And if you wanted to, you know, you can do this on the grill too. You could smoke these, and you'll be good to go too. Is it good? Thank you. Oh. Okay. All right, we're gonna put this in here. Let this cook. You know, let's look at the marinade. That's gonna hurt. Okay, now, as this cooks, we need to like think about the sauciness of this whole situation. So this is gonna make a real nice juice and flavor for us, which is good, right? But I don't think it's enough. So if you can, grab you a little piece of rum, okay? A little piece of coconut rum. If you don't have coconut rum, coconut Ciroc, everybody got some coconut Ciroc down to the house now, okay? Don't play with me, okay? So you can put rum, Ciroc, white Hennessy, something coconutty in here, right? And you just throw it in here. If I was on Facebook, I would light a flame. We have the whole Macy on fire. Okay, I'm gonna cut this all the way to the top. Okay, so we're just gonna cook. And I got a little water because you know what can happen is that as this cooks, the pan could get a little dry on us. And so the thing about the fajitas that I love is that they're saucy. You know what I mean? Because you want like the sauce and the tortilla to become one in the whole situation. So I got a little water just in case, you know, we need to add it. So you keep that on reserve. And if you don't want to keep water on reserve, you can keep some more Ciroc on reserve. Or rum. Okay, now let's talk about the topping for this, which is like a lime crema. I love a crema. I love a crema on everything, okay? Like shoe leather is delicious. So we got...
Nothing for seed.
What happened? Okay, so I got some sour cream. And listen, you could totally use the light sour cream for this, right? Because we're only going for a mouthfeel. We're gonna flavor this, but you could use light sour cream if you want to save on calories. This isn't really bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not that bad. It's like 6 points or something on Weight Watchers, okay? Not that I'm counting. Okay, so then I've got the zest of a lime in the crema as well, okay? And I always say that if you're going to add the lime zest, you might as well add the lime juice to it as well, right? So we got lime zest, lime juice, a little more salt. I'm all alone up here. Okay, and then lots of fresh cracked pepper. Okay. Hold on, we got some cracking happening. Let's get this stirred. We don't want to forget about this. Okay, you guys are having it, or you had it? It's gone. Oh, how was it? Good. Okay, good. See, and then the thing about a fajita is that you see how the onions start to get like real caramelized like that? Oh yes, that's you cooking right there, Doc, okay? You take this with a fork and sit at the edge of the counter and eat that. Okay, so we'll let that cook. Okay, so sour cream, lime, salt, pepper, and some lime zest. We'll give it a stir. And then we will end up with what I'm calling a lime crema that you could totally use on anything, right? But in this situation, it's gonna work perfectly. So we've got tropical salsa, we've got the crema. Now we got these tortillas happening, right? I'm from Chicago, the west side, and where I come from, we don't just eat tortillas by themselves like this, y'all, okay? So we're gonna put a little heat to them, right? Do y'all do that? I'm out alone. You put them in the microwave, put them on the flame? Yeah. Okay, my auntie, may she rest in peace, she made the best tacos. And she made tacos, and she made the shells in like one of those pans with the lid fell off and the handle fell off of the pan like 7 years ago, okay? And it's dome shaped, but that's not really how it started out. It started out flat, but it made the best tortilla shells. Now, my auntie had a real job. I don't know why she couldn't throw the pan away and just go buy a new one at the Macy's in Chicago. But it don't really matter because it made the best tacos, okay? And so every time I do something like this, it sort of reminds me, you know, of it. She died from early onset of Alzheimer's. I know, it's so sad. But if you follow me on Periscope, then you know that. Right? Okay, let's watch this. You see this happening in the bottom? You see that little crustation? That's flavor, okay? You're not burning anything. That's called flavor. I told you we reserved the water for that. That's called fond, F-O-N-D. That's a real term, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna add a little water and you're gonna scrape. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's the Holy Ghost happening right there. Okay, so a little stir. Okay. You see where we're going with this, all right? Okay, now this skillet should be getting hot. Oh, it is, okay? And we're gonna fry up some of these mini tortillas. Okay, in a little oil. Now, if you're doing the Weight Watchers, don't fry them. Put them in the microwave. A wet paper towel in the microwave, and they'll get nice and soft on you. But, you know, really doing that these days? Okay, look at this chicken, huh? Ooh, know how to cook some chicken, boy. Look at that. Hold on, I wasted. Waste not. Everybody got to know. Everybody see that? All right. Now that looks delicious, okay? Now that's what I'm talking about. Now look at these. Look at this. You see what you got happening? Got a little crust situation going on. We're going to flip them a little bit, okay? Get some texture. We have a taco place in Chicago called People's Tacos, and they put cheese in between the tortilla shell. You could do that. Like a, you know, cotija or a chihuahua, something like that. Or like big craft singles will work just as well. How much money I got? I love a craft single. Okay. Don't I like that? I don't like it too. Don't like craft singles? No? Oh? No craft singles for you? Oh, okay. Don't come to my house. You get craft single. Okay, so we can pop this out. These are good. Just give it, you know, a little fry. Give it some texture. Okay. Let's cut this off. Probably set the place on fire. Okay, look. See, we got more good stuff happening. Okay, and if that water reduces down a little bit, you just add you a little piece more. Watch this. See? That's it. That's what my grandma used to do all the time with one hand on her hip. On the phone. Talking about General Hospital. What was so special about General Hospital? Okay, so this is good. I can kill the heat on this, right? Okay, so you do a little scoop. Make sure you grab some of the caramelized. Oh, this is not cut off. I'm finna set this on fire. They got it at Shirley's. Okay, so we're gonna do us a little piece of chicken, and we're gonna grab some of the pineapple and the onion that's been caramelized down now. Okay, like that's getting a big boy situation happening, big boy taco. Okay, all right, this is that salsa, right, tropical salsa, so a little pinch of that on top. And if you like spicy, you do a little slice of jalapeno, a little jicama. I mean, you really can like let your imagination run wild. This is just like, as with most of the recipes, it's really just the template, and then you guys go for what you know, okay? But this is, I mean, come on.
I'm always in your camera. No, I'm sorry.
How bad could this be? Okay, and then we got this lime creamer with a little dollop right on top, just like that. You didn't get no creamer? No. All right, so here we go. So this is the jerk chicken fajitas, okay? with the tropical salsa and the lime cream. Real simple. Did you like it? Yeah. You did? You didn't get no creamer? I'm sorry. You want one of these? Yeah. Let me taste it, see if it needs some more salt first. Hold on. Well, I'm going to taste it because I don't want you talking about me. This food is not seasoned. I can't, hold on. I can't. They need it for the beauty shot, I'm sorry.
Okay.
They need it for the beauty shot. I want to give it to you.
Let you slide this time.
I'm sorry. I was going to give it to you too. You need it for the beauty shot. That is delicious.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a magazine.
So listen. Okay. Put this on with some rice. You have to do a burrito bowl, a fajita bowl. Put it in a wrap.
Yeah.
Let's go home. Put this on to the side. You see that? You see that? All right. So there you go. So there's the second recipe done for you. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you. Okay, now, last year, I had a bright idea. And my bright idea was to say, you know what I'm going to do? Thank you. I'm going to cook vegan food. Right? The turn of the year, everybody's looking for an alternative. Oh, that's right here. Everybody's looking for, an alternative to, stuff. She's looking like vegan. I'm not really sure about this thing. I wasn't sure either. So I started doing a little research, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do some vegan food. But I'm going to do vegan, but with soul. Okay? And so I started a Facebook group. What are we up to, Mary, on the Facebook group? 70,000? More than 70,000? So we're more than 70,000 people who are eating vegan food a couple times a week on the Facebook group, okay? And this just started just simply from last year saying, I want to do something a little different than what we normally do. So I did 30 days of vegan recipes that are all free, ready to go. You can grab them from my website, dariuscooks.tv, which should be one of your favorite websites in the whole wide world. Okay? Okay. Because I don't want to mess this up. Okay, so here we go. So we've got some vegan sausages, okay? And I know you probably go, Darius, I don't know about this. I gotta tell you, these vegan sausages are pretty darn tasty. And if you close your eyes and cock your head to the side, you'll be like, oh, but wait a minute though. Like, that's not bad. Okay, so we'll cut some open. And I'm gonna pan roast them, right? So, and you do it like you do regular sausages. I'm not gonna have the pan super high though, because, it ain't really that much to cook. But they come wrapped up. This is Field Roast, the brand. And they're really good. They're growing in popularity. Yeah, they really are good. They really are good. And if I'm saying that, because, I love an Italian sausage on everything. Okay, let's figure out how to get these open. It's funny, though. Okay, so we're going to take them out the wrapper. Because regardless of what you think, the plastic doesn't taste that good. I don't want those. Okay, I don't know what these. It's like made out of like potato and something. Don't even ask no questions. Just be like, eat this. Okay, a little olive oil. We stay with some oil. Okay, so this is on like a low, high. And put it on a low and let that just kind of roast in the pan. I'm gonna do 2 of them. Okay? And you treat them like you treat regular sausages. They oily like regular sausages. I mean, these people, you got a lot of money, they did all this. All right, here we go. Sound like sausages, don't it? It don't? To me, it do. Okay, now let's make the sauce. Okay, this is where the magic happens in the sauce. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, so we're gonna start with pasta, but the pasta has already been cooked. Okay, so I have 2 golden rules when it comes to cooking pasta. Always oversalt the water and undercook the pasta. Okay, I will preach that until the day the Lord calls me home. Okay, always, always, always. And then I'm gonna start by sauteing a little bit of onion for some flavor. Okay, more oil. It's vegan, but I'm not gonna lose no weight. Wait, they're eating that vegan food. Okay, and we can do a little salt and pepper from the beginning, huh? Okay, salt and pepper. That way, I like to build layers of flavor from the very beginning. All right, and we're gonna keep it moving in the pan. Oh, look at that. Nothing like good onion. Okay, I don't really know. Oh, the garlic. We're just gonna go on with it. Okay, a little garlic goes in with the onion. Now, I've got some good stuff happening. I've got some light-skinned veggie stock. This is light-skinned vegetable stock, okay? If your pan get a little dry, put a little more oil, okay? This is light-skinned. I don't know what brand this is. But find you a dark, like a medium complected one at least. Okay? Put you a little of that in there, okay? A little vegetable stock. And then get you a little white wine. You gotta be careful. Some white wines, all white wines aren't vegan, okay? So try to find you a nice vegan one if you can, or if you can't find one, just turn your head and pull it in there. Okay? Uh-oh, you gotta be careful. Okay, we're gonna put some color on this. And we're gonna give this a stir. Okay, we're gonna move that, that's like that. There we go. Okay? That's what you want. Okay. You want, y'all don't act like y'all don't be down to the barbecue. I hate to make this cultural, okay? Now, who eat a light-skinned hot dog at the barbecue? Thank you. Who gonna eat a light-skinned vegan sausage now? You need a dark-skinned vegan sausage, okay? Okay, let this go. All right, let's season this up. Okay, cool. Let's season this up with some good stuff. All right, I've got some dried basil. Okay, my favorite is dried fennel seed, okay? Little dried fennel seed. Now this is vegan, so you really gotta do it up, now, okay? And this is, something. Thyme. Okay, thyme. I forgot, he just told me that too. Okay, look at that. I mean, come on. All right. So let that stir, stir, stir. Okay, and the idea is to reduce it a little bit so you get all the good flavor in there. All right. Got a little onion powder happening. And I've got some garlic powder. Now this can't be that bad, okay? You got onion, garlic. Can y'all see this? I mean, this is really looking like a little Italy over here. Okay. I'm gonna dump the fresh kale. This is a lovely chiffonade kale. They did a really good job with this. I'm just gonna dump this in here. And so the kale can start picking up some of that flavor
this all the time?
and cooking through a little bit. Smells good, right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so a little stir. Now, They actually have figured this out. I don't know how they did this, but we just praise God for them, whoever they are. The makers of vegan half and half, okay? It's made from peas, pea protein, and it tastes just like regular. It's thick like regular half and half. I'm trying to tell you, they really got this going on, okay? So you see how this has started to reduce now? So you got that real sort of intensified light-skinned vegetable stock and and white wine, okay? We're gonna cream it up with the vegan half and half, okay? I mean, that can't be that bad. I'm telling you, if you close your eyes, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, what did he just give me? Okay, let's get our sausage off so we can slice that. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, do the char all over, okay? But you know, for the sake of time. Okay. We're gonna let them rest before we cut into them. Okay, and now the thing about the sauce is that we have to thicken it, okay? And one of the ways to do that really simply is by making what's called a cornstarch slurry. I do this a lot to thicken up sauces and stews and all that good stuff and gravies. This mine? Okay, we're gonna use this. I don't know if it's in the recipe or not, but this is cracked pepper and red pepper flakes. You know, black folks, we go to the cabinet, pull out everything.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we've got cornstarch and then cold water. All right, and we're gonna mix it together. And I want you to watch what happens in this skillet while this is boiling, right? Okay, get ready. Have everything ready to go, okay? Okay, so we're gonna put the cornstarch in, and then it thickens just like that, okay? So what you end up with is this sauce that thickens, and that's gonna coat the cooked pasta really well, okay? All right, let's cut this down before we really be going at it. Okay, look at that, okay? So creamy kale pasta, we'll let that go on low. It coats the pasta nicely. Let that hang out for a second. And then I am going to slice the sausages as if you would like, you know, Italian sausage. All right, we can do fancy. Oh, be careful. Now, this ain't real meat, you know. But it's cutting good. Okay, see, look at that. You would think that is a Johnsonville Italian sausage. And this is the kind of food we cook with the vegan but with soul situation. It's delicious, I'm telling you. You be like, is that really vegan? It's vegan. All right. Okay, we're gonna throw this in here. Kill that heat. And if you wanted to, while nobody was looking, you put you some Parmesan cheese in there. It ain't gonna be vegan no more, but ain't nobody look. If a tree falls in the forest, huh? Does it make a noise? Can you hear it? No, you can't hear nothing. All right, here we go. It's really good, y'all. I'm telling you. Okay, and you're gonna be real fancy. You're gonna serve this in a nice dish that we got from aisle 4. Aisle 4 is the busiest aisle in the store. Okay. Hold on. Mess. All right, here we go. I'm trying to figure out which camera to pour to. I'll put it this one. Sorry, Joe. We'll give you some. There we go. Look at that. All that flavor. If you do this, you ain't gotta wash the dishes down. Okay. And then we got a little bit more of this fresh cracked black pepper. We do a little sprinkle of that on top. Okay. And then there you have it. So that is the third dish down. right? Vegan, but with soul. And listen, if you're not into the kale, frozen collard greens work just as well. They sell them frozen collard greens, frozen turnip greens. Okay, they sell them. It all works. You got something left over in the refrigerator from Sunday, you got to put them to some use, throw them in here. Okay? Just don't cook them with all the ham hocks. Well, you could. Just don't tell nobody. If a tree falls in the forest. Okay. And then the last one I'm just talking about, the dessert. Okay, questions. Nobody has a question? Yeah, they have questions. There's the mic. They're going to come around with the mic.
Great day, all the way from Miami, Florida.
Oh, hey, Miami.
What type of sausage was the vegan sausage?
It was the field roast Italian sausage. So the brand is field roast. You can find it pretty much anywhere these days, but definitely on Whole Foods. And this is the Italian sausage for flavor. You're welcome.
Hi, Darius.
Hi.
When will you be making vegan cookbook?
Yes.
So the vegan cookbook is in the works. It's actually complete, but the thing about it is, I want to sit with it to make it perfect, right? Because it's my second physical book that's gonna come out. So it's supposed to be out this summer, but it's probably gonna be more like the fall and getting you ready for New Year. So more like September-ish, spring, summer, September. More like more like September. September, spring, summer. She has the mic.
Chef Darius,
Yes.
name one food that you never get tired of eating. You could eat over and over again.
Fried chicken. Which, by the way, Greens and Gravy was voted #1 in Atlanta by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. And the Wall Street Journal, FYI. Hi.
If you had $25 and you had to feed about 10 to 15 people, what would be your go-to dish?
My go-to dish would probably be, I have a chicken ragu that's made from ground chicken, and ground chicken is pretty cheap. A $3 bottle of wine, when you reduce it down, is amazing. A couple of cans of tomatoes, and I would serve it over like cheesy grits. Very simple. Very simple. And grits is cheap these days. Okay, you go to Walmart, get that cheese in the bag at Walmart. What is this? With change left over, okay? So don't play with me. I got you.
I'm trying to cut down on my sugar intake, and I know I'm sorry, but my doctor says your A1C is a little high. You come down on some sugar and some bread. So, what recipes, or if you have something like a substitute, a sugar substitute, or something like that, other than honey and agave?
Yeah, so I don't really have a whole lot of recipes that contain a lot of sugar. I use sugar sometimes to balance out the bitterness, but you could make, for example, that salad dressing, and you could omit the sugar and it would still be good, right? So I think the thing about the recipes that I provide for you is that even if they do contain something and you don't, and people who make the recipes will tell you, oh, I ran out of this, or I didn't have that, so then I used this and it still was good. So you can still do the same thing, it's just omit the sugar. And the bread is pretty bad for us, they say. That's what they said.
Bread, your A1C will go down.
Okay, well, I had weight loss surgery, so everything don't went down. Look at the videos on YouTube from last year. Okay, everything. These pants for the clean fall off me. I'm going to the men's department when I leave.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank
Good.
you. Been following you for a while.
Thank you for following.
And Greens and Gravy is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have plans to open up another location?
I do. Unfortunately, not in Atlanta.
Wait, what?
I do have plans on opening another one, just not in Atlanta. So the thing is, I have followers all over the country. And so people want me to bring Greens and Gravy to all cities. And it's just one of me and a million of everybody else. So I got to go to Chicago, my hometown. I got to go to Chicago. So I'm going to try to get one over there sometime soon. Put one where? Memphis. Okay. I love Memphis. Good barbecue. Sometimes.
Hello? Hi, Darius.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Sunshine, everybody, and I just started following Darius, and he's so inspirational, and I can talk to you because you're right there.
Yes.
You're so inspiring.
Thank you.
I do have a question for you. I would love to know, what do you consider to be maybe like the most important thing or crucial aspect to your success? Like, what was it that really has helped you get to where you are?
I think just honing in on your passion. Because there are days when you don't really feel like working, or there are days when just there are things that just seem to be so much on you. And I think if you remember the core reason why you do what you do, right? So if that means cutting off the computer, shutting off the email, cutting the cell phone off, and just realigning yourself with the reason why you do what you do, that'll push you through. Plus, there are days when, you know, revenue may not be what you thought it was going to be, or the outcome may not be what you thought it was going to be, and that's when passion kicks in, because you really have this sort of social responsibility to do what you do and do it for other people. So for me, it's passion. Yep.
Hey, Chef Darius. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Love your macaroni and cheese.
Thank you.
recipe.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I love cayenne pepper on everything,
Yes.
literally. Do you have any recommendations where I could put it in a sauce form where it's not so tainting? Because I use the powder all the time, so I'm trying to find a way to incorporate it into some liquid.
Yeah, don't
recipe.
use the cayenne. Use red pepper flakes. Yeah. So stay if you don't want to, because I like the cayenne too. But I'm never without red pepper flakes, because it adds a little bit of personality without being offensive. Whereas the cayenne pepper could be very offensive if you don't like spicy foods, right? It's like a green pepper. There are places when it should go in, you know, in certain recipes. But for me, red pepper flake will balance it out and give you a little bit of spice, some personality, right? And it'll say, hey, how you doing? You know, so I like to use red pepper. Without, it's not too offensive, like just up in your face, you know? Yeah, you are.
Hi, fellow Chi-Towner.
Hi, what's up? What side? West side or south side?
South side.
South side. Oh, no, no, hey.
I love you and Chef Sunshine, and I was just wondering if you're gonna offer vegan options at Greens and Gravy.
Greens and gravy. So we tried that. We tried doing lighter fare, but people don't want lighter fare. My general manager, who manages the restaurant, is here, and she's more connected to day-to-day than I am. And I can tell you, people come in for three main things: fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens.
With turkey meat. In that order.
Oh, with the watermelon chow chow, right? That's what they come in for. So we tried it, and unfortunately, from a business standpoint, you know, I can't pay the bills. I can't pay salary with, you know, selling 2 vegan plates a week. You know what I mean? So who knows? There might be a vegan restaurant down the road. I'm not opposed to it. We'll see if the stars align. Okay.
Hi, Chef.
Hi.
I've been to your restaurant several times,
Thank
and
you
I
for
love
coming.
it.
Thank you.
I hear you saying you're from Chicago.
Yes.
I've never been.
Okay.
I do have a trip planned to go for Taste of Chicago in July. Will you be there?
No. No. So here's the thing. I'm sort of committed for the next 14 weeks. I do a dinner party all over the country every weekend. So I am in week 5, and these tickets have been sold out for months, right? So we did Atlanta, we did Chicago, Houston, Dallas. I was in LA last week. I'm going to New York first thing in the morning. So, and it's sold out. So I'm doing this until September something or other. So I'm pretty committed up until then. Sorry. So, but if you need like real restaurants to go to, because the Taste of Chicago has changed completely, email me, Darius@DariusCooks.com, and I'm gonna give you where to go, the real places. Okay. I'm going. It's actually in Tenafly, New Jersey, so like a mile from the GWB, but it's all sold out. It's a private event. Sorry. You want to come?
I will be there tomorrow.
Okay, hit me up. Hit me up. I know people.
Okay, my question is, in actuality, I was introduced to you through your videos when you were talking about like your
Predators, Publix fried chicken, those type of things. You have a comedic flair to everything that you do. Have you ever thought about doing comedy amongst all the other wonderful things that you do also?
So, interestingly enough, I have a CD out called I Know You Can Do It, Volume 1. It's available on all outlets. It actually charted number 9 on the comedy Billboard the week it was released. I know, right? I know. Thank you. But here's the thing, okay? I almost got gassed up. People were calling me like, "Can you open for our pastor's anniversary? What you doing New Year's Eve?" And I was like, "Could I be a comedian?" No. The Lord did not call me to be a comedian. So no, I'm gonna stick to the videos, and whenever I get inspired to do something, I'll do that. But that's it. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah.
Amen.
Hi, Darius.
Hi.
I'm an aspiring chef, and I'm going off to culinary school in the fall. And one of the biggest debates I have with myself is actually going to school and being a self-taught chef. So what did you use, like what helped you become what you are today? Like what helped you learn everything that you know?
It was self-study. It was, being in my grandmother's kitchen. I've never gone to culinary school. I cannot chop an onion the correct way, but I know how to make food to get the party started, right? So I'm confident enough in that to stand up in what I do. And I think whatever it is your path leads you to, as long as you become confident enough in that and stay focused ahead. Don't worry about what somebody's doing over here or how they do it over there. You got to be focused on your own journey, your own trajectory, your own path. And once you become confident enough in that, you'll fly. You'll fly.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, that's it. I guess on the questions. No. Oh, I'm pulling a raffle. While I eat this chicken. You know, they're supposed to get the protein. Hold on. Is that fruit salsa gone? The tropical salsa still over there? No, you give me that bowl. Okay. I'm swirling it around. What is this for? I want you to win an all-expense paid trip to
Greens and Green.
We got some new menu items. We have a bacon-crusted salmon over a collard green risotto. We have a crab stuffed catfish that's served over cream corn and bacon grits. We have catfish fingers with a lemon aioli, fried mac and cheese bites, and there's one more.
The cream turnip greens.
I said that. Huh?
Oh, you did.
Yeah, well, that's the number
corn
one
pudding.
seller, the fried chicken. There's one more.
Corn pudding. The green.
No, it's another entree. That's okay. She don't know either. See? She's supposed to be a star employee. Okay,
I am.
here we go. Oh, she's amazing. Sometimes. Okay. I don't like this one. All right, I'm calling name. What you want me to do?
Name.
Or you can call a phone number. 404. Sandra Moore. Sandra Moore. Calling Sandra Moore.
You have to be here to win.
Sandra. Man.
One church.
Spell Sandra. Actually, like Facebook now. Traditional spelling. All right, here we go. Number 2. You missed out. Stirring good. What's up, Jay? How are you, sir? Oh, I'm all right. Getting full. Okay, here we go. Okay. Ooh. Who lives in Decatur?
Half of it.
Half of y'all live in Decatur? Who number start with 404?
Half of us.
Asia Henry? That's you. Asia or Asia? Asia. Okay, there we go. That's Asia.
Wait, where's Asia? Raise your shirt. Asia.
No one get up.
I'm gonna double check what road are you on?
You know, attitude, we didn't know. You know, people lie, everybody ain't saved.
You are quite, thank you.
You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. All right, so any final questions from anybody before? Get a mic.
Hi, my name is Da Vinci from Your Life After 25. I have a two-part question.
Sure.
Do you plan on taking your, I guess your cooking tour internationally at any point? No.
Not really. I mean, I have, I've got a big following in the UK, but I haven't really thought about like dinner parties or anything over there. Do they even sell collard greens? You from the UK? Y'all got pig tail, smoked turkey?
We have, they got Africans and stuff there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm Nigerian.
You're Nigerian.
Half Nigerian,
I love it. I love it.
And the other question, that was what I was going with. My next question, did you get your ticket to Wakanda? No, I had to bring it up. Wakanda forever. So.
Is there a way you can help me, please? I need a reservation number for my If you guys, there's a little video that's floating around there. Have you guys seen the video? Yeah. Can you help me, please? She's on the phone with me for all that time. And you know, the funny thing, I was in Memphis at a hotel, and I found the first thing, it was like a t-shirt. Like, I just put it on my head, and she answered the phone. She was like, I do not see Wakanda. Where is that? It's in East Africa. And I was so, I must go today. There is a way I have to go today. Is there a way you can help me, please? And then I said, I have to have the good ticket with the good chicken and the good beef on the plate. I don't know. You know, I just go. So no, I never got a ticket to Wakanda. I stayed over in Camp Creek, okay? Question? In the back? Yes, we're coming with the microphone so we can hear you. Is there a way I can go today? No, I must go today.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is India, and I have my first booking tomorrow to cook, and I'm so scared. Like, how did you get over like your stage fright when cooking in front of people?
I don't know. You know the thing about it is I do a lot of online stuff. So this just feels like I'm in my kitchen on Facebook cooking online, right? And I think for you gotta know that first of all, people are here because they love you, right? Nobody here should want you to fail. So, you know, find strength in that. Know that, you know, you're destined for the time that you're in. So find courage in that. And you the bomb at cooking. Can anybody do it better than you? You know what I'm saying? So you get all that. Now don't be arrogant. Okay, the Bible says pride come before fall. Don't do that. You see what I'm saying? But no, but there's a certain, you know, confidence that you get from just all that. Being nervous is natural, but when you get in front of people and see their smiling faces, you'll soar. So good luck. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, I'm shy. Don't put me on that camera. Okay.
Focus on her.
Okay, I'm Deanna. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I'm like, I was so sad. So I pretend I have my own cooking show at home because I do.
Okay.
So.
But you're shy.
I'm right. No, I'm just kidding. But is there any main seasons that you suggest everyone should have in their kitchen? Because I'm the type of person to go out and buy everything and just figure it out because I love to cook. But what would you suggest is like the main seasons that can go well with a lot of dishes?
I put salt, pepper, and garlic powder in everything. Okay, my new favorite, it ain't really my new favorite, but I say that is dry fennel. seed. But it also depends on what it is you're cooking as well. I think you have to find that fine balance. So I like to take ideas and push the envelope, but I like to also be respectful to where an idea or recipe might have come from. So, you know, if an idea is, you know, Mexican or Latin, you know, flavored, I'm gonna try to use, you know, oregano and chili powder and cumin. But I might push the envelope a little bit with things that might be germane or indigenous to who I am. So, because seasoned salt, you really can't control all the flavor profile, right? It's already pre-made. And if you ever watch anything I do, the only pre-made seasoning I use is Sazon and Old Bay. And every once in a while, I'll take a little piece of that Tony Chachere's out the cabinet. Okay, now you know we likes that. Okay, homage to Louisiana. Okay, we likes that Tony Chachere's. Okay, New Orleans in the building, 504. Yes, hey my shit, we got to go make grocery. Okay. That's how they talk. Okay, so those are the only pre-made ones I use. But you know what? I go to DeKalb Farmers Market. And they got everything for like $1.25. You know what I'm saying? So you can just go. And then if you ever get stuck on something, go to DariusCooks.tv, look at the recipe, look at the seasonings I use, and try it out. See if you like it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Okay, peach cobblertini. I can't, they didn't give me no peaches. Demo. I know, I'm gonna walk you through it. You guys have the recipe card? Okay, it's real simple. I might be gonna look at this, yo. But they're gonna bring some out for you guys to try, okay? The thing about the peach cobblertinis is I like to saute everything in the pan and put all the seasonings, all the flavors in there, right? So, you know, we like to use a little piece of cinnamon, okay? Put you a little piece of nutmeg. Now, don't go overboard with the nutmeg. It's not patty pies, okay? Do not go. Patty pies are good, okay? But it's a little nutmeggy. It's a little nutmeggy, you know what I'm saying? So you want to be careful with the nutmeg. I like to use a little piece of allspice sometimes, it just depends on how I'm feeling. But here's the key ingredient whenever you make the peach cobblertinis and you're sauteing. A little bit of fresh squeezed lemon juice makes all the difference in the world because it cuts through the richness of all of those heavy spices, okay? Once you get everything in the pan and it's all nice and bubbling, don't forget, I showed you how to make that cornstarch slurry with the cornstarch and water. You're gonna use that to thicken the cobbler, okay? Or the sauce, right? And then to assemble, you need a little piece of whipped cream on top, okay? I like to put a little piece of white Hennessy, a piece of rum, a piece of bourbon, okay? But you know what y'all got over in the corner, okay? You put that in the whipped cream, okay? With a little vanilla, a little piece of sugar, and you whip that. One of these, okay? This is a KitchenAid, see? No. This don't work. But if you have one that works, you put everything in there. Cold cream, okay, make sure it's cold. You whip it, okay, not till it's real stiff, but like a nice, you know, consistency. And then you get a nice martini glass, right? This is fancy. This ain't your grandmama's peach cobbler, okay? It's fancy. So you take the little piece of sauce and the peaches, you put that in the bottom. You put a little piece of whipped cream on top, and then if you want, you grab your little piece of cookie, okay? A little piece of chestnut, you know we like chestnut butter cookies now. A little piece of chestnut butter cookie, a little piece of Bordeaux, okay? A little piece of whatever you got laying around. You know they got them, you know what's good? It's Tate's vanilla piece in the green bag. Ooh, I can't buy them.
You eat the whole bag?
No, I'm not going gluten-free, sis. You need that for your A1C. Sis, my A1C is fine. I want all the gluten they got. No, I want all the gluten, okay? I want all the gluten, okay? And then you serve that. Can I have one of those? I'm going to tell they taste. My A1C is fine. Thank you. See? They sauteed this down. These are the peaches with a little piece of the cream on top. Let me see. Now listen. Who did this? Listen here. Now this is all right. Okay. This is like church on a Sunday. Okay. 3 o'clock after the sermon. You go home. So good. Okay. A little cookie on top. And the sauce is good like this. Over French toast, over pancakes, over ice cream. over a pillowcase, it don't even matter. Over anything, you're good to go. They got some for everybody. Please make sure you get one of these. But if you can't eat stone fruit, don't get this, because we don't have no EpiPens. Okay?
Okay, I'm gonna, a couple of different things.
Yes.
First, I just want to say, thank you, Chef.
You are absolutely welcome. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
Okay, so a couple of things. We're going to serve the desserts as you're leaving because we need to clear out the space. So we're not going to serve it while you're sitting. As you walk out, you can grab one. 2, if you are going to make a purchase, I suggest you do it really soon because we're running low on books at the moment. And then we'll be back in 10 minutes to do the signing, photo op, the whole thing. You can meet Darius. Thank you.
Thank you.